Today I saw a YouTube video using this tier list to rate all the different characters, and I decided I wanted to do it too. So first for purple, love, I like you, I don't like you, hate. And these ones are the ones that I have not read about or just do not remember because I haven't read all the books. And then but there are some that I've kept on the bottom that I have not read about, but I still have opinions on just because just because I've seen like YouTube videos about them and stuff and like the concept of them, even though I haven't actually read about them, or I don't like them just because I've listened to YouTube videos talking about why people don't like them, and it convinced me because I haven't read this character and have no other opinion on it. So we're starting with Ashfur, and it's an eh. I just don't care. Same with Barley and Black Star, but Blue Star's probably I like you. She was an okay leader. I have nothing against her. I don't know if she's eh or I like you, but I'll just put her in I like you. Brackenfur, I also like you. Background character who I can decide more things about him because there's not much canonically. I like that. Bramblestar, hate. I hate Bramblestar. He's terrible and he's just a bad person. I don't like him. Alderheart, I have not read about him. I have not read the series he's in, but I'm gonna put him in I like you just because of the Blixamy song, like the Alderheart one of I'm Fine. Really like that song, and so I like Alderheart. That is my reasoning. Breeze Pelt, I don't know if it's eh. I'll say eh. No, I'll say I don't like you. He's just annoying. And I've heard that he loses personality based on videos. I haven't read about him losing his personality, but that sounds annoying. But Brightheart is it I like you or love? I don't know. Because I feel like Brightheart should be above these guys, but okay. I'm gonna add a roll up, and then Brightheart can go into the strongly like. Okay. Broken Star. Eh. Brooke, I don't like you just because all I remember her as is just Stormfur, and that's boring, and they just like immediately fell in love after seeing each other for a day. Eh. Cinderheart, I don't like you because the whole Cinderheart Cinderpelt thing was confusing, and just she's boring, she doesn't do anything. Cinderpelt, however, gets to be next to Brightheart. Really like her. Cloudtail was always one of my favorites. Like, I really hated him at first because he was annoying and like was ditching the clan and stuff. But once he came back and started to get better, I really liked that, how he managed to turn around and be really good and stuff. Yeah, Cloudtail was favorites. Crooked Star, eh, no opinion. Crowfeather, I actually really like Crowfeather, so I don't know if that would be favorites or love/strongly like. I'm gonna put him there. He's not quite favorites level. Dark Stripe, eh. Dovewing, I don't know. I don't know what it was about her, but I just didn't like Dovewing. I thought she was very not that smart and was annoying and constantly like pouting and stuff. I mean, a lot of things that she pouts about are reasons to pout. It was boring for me. I didn't really like Dovewing, so yeah. I don't like Fallen Leaves because I haven't read about Fallen Leaves' romance with Hollyleaf, but the fact that there's a possibility that that happened or anything, I don't like that. So, I don't like you. Feathertail. Favorites. Now, a few months ago, I would have put Feathertail as just love/strongly like, but after reading A Shadow and River Clan, it might actually be my favorite Warrior Cats book. Firestar, I just don't have an opinion on these characters. I mean, he's cool. I guess I'll put him in I Like You just because he was the main character in the first arc, and the first arc was what got me interested in Warrior Cats. It was pretty good. Greywing, I Like You. Again, main character in Dawn of the Clans, which I've actually only read the first 2 or 3 books of, I think. It's on my list of books to read, so yeah, I should read them sometime. Same with Tall Stars Revenge. I've heard a lot of good things about that one. Greywing, not really my favorite type of character, but he's a good one. Graystripe. Which one? I'm gonna say I don't like you just because he doesn't deserve quite Bramblestar hatred, but I never liked Graystripe. I just felt like he was so annoying with his whole, everyone says how loyal he is and how much of a good friend he is, but the entire first arc, he was not being a good friend. He was so mean to Firestar, and he was not loyal at all. And I don't like when characters are just act a different way than they're described and stuff. No Graystripe. I don't like Graystripe. Half Moon. I don't like you. You're a character in the Omen of the Stars book that made me quit Warrior Cats. Hawkfrost, Heathertail, I don't like you. Your only purpose was filler in Dark River, and I didn't like that. Hollyleaf. Is she really one of my favorites? Because I didn't like how obsessed she was with the Warrior Code, but I also liked her, the fact that she actually got stuff done in Power of Three, and it actually made some interesting things. So I guess, yeah, and I really liked the whole ending of Power of Three thing with Hollyleaf. Ivypool, I don't like you. She seems like the kind of character I like, but I felt like in the beginning of the Stars, her only personality was I'm jealous of Dovewing, and that's all she thought about. And even that, I just felt like that was really badly written because, they would say oh, Dovewing's getting special treatment, but she really wasn't. It was just so annoying. Jagged Peak, I like you. Several times I thought he was going to die, and that was sad, and I really like Jagged Peak. I don't know what it was. Actually, I'm going to put him in love/strongly like. I don't know. I'm attached to him. I don't know why. I just really, really like Jagged Peak. Briarlight. In the actual books, I might put her as just I like you, but I've seen a lot of really fun stuff in the fan YouTube category, and that's making me strongly like her, so Briarlight, you're good. Jayfeather, I don't know, I just never liked Jayfeather. Actually, I don't think he deserves I don't like you, because he was kind of funny and stuff, but I just felt like he was grumpy and rude for no reason. So, Leafpool, hate you. Honestly, I know that this might be a little bit extreme, but I've just spent way too much time debating with my friends and stuff about Leafpool that I just hate her now, and I never really liked her to begin with, but she's annoying and stuff. Leopardstar, I don't like you. You're annoying. In Shadow and River Clan, Feathertail was very nice to have forgiven Leopardstar, but I know if I were Feathertail, I never would have. Because Leopardstar is terrible. Terrible leader. Lionblaze, I don't like you. Your chapters are boring. Longtail. I really liked him, because I like how he was into Tiger Star and stuff, and then realized that Tiger Star was bad and then was good, and I really like Mousefur and Longtail and what they do and stuff, so yeah, I like Longtail. Mapleshade. I have not read about Mapleshade, but I know one of my friends really loves her, But I've also seen a lot of YouTube videos talking about how annoying she is, and they've convinced me, so I don't like you. Storm. I don't know. At the beginning of Dawn of the Clans, like when she's introduced and stuff, I would have said love/strongly like, but then when she meets Clear Sky and all that happens, it's like her personality changes and she's obnoxious and is just willing to ignore every bad thing Clear Sky has done and just falls in love immediately. Like, they try making the love at first sight thing, and that was annoying because that just doesn't happen. So now I'm gonna put you in E just because I liked you once. I don't like you anymore. Misty Star. I'll still put you in I like you because I just like how she's really old and stuff and somehow is still alive even though she's way, way, way too old. And I find that funny. Needletail. Again, have not read about, but I've seen videos and stuff and I like what I've heard. Mothwing. Again, in the books, I was kind of like, I just didn't really care either way. But it's the fan stuff that's making me strongly like Mudclaw. I recently read Winds of Change and it's making me like so. I just didn't like Nightcloud. 1 star. I really liked him in the first arc, but then when he lost personality and did the same thing that lots of characters do and just are rude for no reason, he went down to, probably I hate him, but I'm just going to ignore all of that. I'm just gonna put him in you know? Princess, Ravenpaw, Redtail, Rock. I know I didn't like him. He was another one of StarClan cats are very annoying. And I'm back, and Russet Fur. I never saw anything in Russet Fur except generic deputy. I guess she does have her backstory of being originally a kitty pet, but that's, again, One of my friends really likes Russet Fur, though. I don't know what he sees, but I guess I'll like you. Sandstorm. I don't like you. I don't like how you just go around. Actually, I don't know. Because originally I really didn't like where did Sasha? Oh, here it is. But in the Shadow and River Clan, she actually makes some of her decisions make more sense and stuff. And I guess I kind of like the fact that she, like, fell in love with the villain and then, like, ended and stuff. So I guess I actually like her now. Originally, I would have said I don't like you, though. Scourge, Another villain. But I did like Shadowstar. Shadowstar was cool. I don't like you, Silverstream, because you're generic and you make Gray Stripe the guy I really don't like. And yeah, Skystar is a hate. He managed to get on my nerves. Soul, But then again, I really liked Soul in the remake of Power 3, which I now consider a canon, so I guess I like you now. Sorreltail. I don't know why, but when reading the New Prophecy, I just really, really liked Sorreltail, and she was, like, one of my favorite characters, but now I realize that she's pretty generic and stuff, so I'll just strongly like you instead. Spotted Leaf. I don't know, I would say hate, but I also really like the jokes made in the fandom and stuff, like that her smells and stuff. So I'll put you in N. Squirrel Flight. I really, really like Squirrel Flight. And that's one of the reasons I really, really hate Brambleclaw. Squirrel Flight gets to be a favorite. I hate Stoneteller because, again, he was a big character in the book that I quit the Stars in, and he was very annoying for really dumb reasons, and I just don't like how annoying he is. I don't know who replaces him, but I bet somebody does, and I'm glad. Stormfur, Tallstar. Well, I probably would have put him in an I Like You if I hadn't heard about all the things in Tallstar's Revenge, and even though I haven't read it, it's making me strongly like him. I hope when I eventually read Tallstar's Revenge that doesn't change. Tawny Pelt. I just like how she was willing to ditch ThunderClan when they were being rude. So I like you. I like how you're able to make your own home. I don't like Thunder. He was annoying. Tigerheart. I don't like Tigerheart. Tiger Claw is another generic villain who's an Willowshine. I liked Willowshine a lot, and I liked Willowshine and Hollyleaf and their friendship and stuff. And I don't understand why Hollyleaf couldn't be friends with her anymore when she stopped being a medicine cat, because medicine cats can be friends with other warriors, right? Like, since medicine cats can be neutral and they're allowed to be friends, wouldn't they just be allowed to be friends with other warriors? I really liked Living Yellowfang. I liked how Living Yellowfang was like grumpy and stuff, but like actually cared. I like that. But I didn't like it when she became a StarClan cat and just became another one of those annoying StarClan cats. But I'm just going to choose to ignore that and like her for what she was when she was alive. Okay, if I'm liking her for what she was when she's alive, I think she should move up to strongly like. I didn't like Daisy. It was probably for the whole plot with Cloudtail, because I really like Cloudtail and I didn't like that whole plot happening. Haven't read about Jake, but I like him for what I've heard about him. Midnight. I don't like Midnight just because I felt like her plot was unnecessary. Jaded Moss has a cool name and he was a good leader, but I still like him. Turtletail. I really like you, Turtletail. I'm glad I found somebody to replace after Storm happened, and I was disappointed by her, but I wasn't disappointed by you, so good on you for that. White Storm, In my favorites, we have Cloudtail, Feathertail, Hollyleaf, and Squirrelflight. In the love/strongly like, we have Brightheart, Cinderpelt, Crowfeather, Jagged Peak, Briarlight, Mothwing, Sorreltail, Tallstar, Yellowfang, Turtletail. There's a lot of tails here. Cloudtail, Feathertail, Sorreltail, Turtletail. And then we have the I like yous, the I don't like yous, and the only hates are Bramblestar, Leafpool, Skystar, and Stoneteller.